Good morning, Soul Tribe. Okay, hang on. I gotta turn off my AC. It's too loud. Okay, it takes a second to go off. But how are you guys doing, my loves? I don't see any comments yet. Hang on. Chat. Okay. You can feel it. Moon, good morning, honey. Moon, honey. Beautiful. Okay, let's get this going. Whew. Look how unmatchy I am today. It's so funny. But it's on, the St. Patty's Day thing, which I know is already, but whatever. And then these earrings my Aunt Marla gave me this weekend, and I've been wearing them every day since just because they make me happy. And rainbow sweater, happy. So, whatever makes you happy. I shuffled these cards earlier. Not surprised at all to see patience coming out. Right? Yes, Young Moody, you're a moderator. If there's a wrench next to your name, you're a moderator. Hi, Charlie. Good morning. Heard you had a dream about me. Good morning, Mom. Mom, of course you're about to call me. Vesta Murphy's my mom, and if you guys are new to the lives, hi, Raymond. If you guys are new to the live, she always calls or blows up messages on my phone, like right before I get on. So, obviously, the world's in a bit of a frenzy right now. But do you guys remember, I've been talking about this since November. The things that are happening on a micro level will also be happening on a macro level. Let's look at this. The channeling I did for March was what? Clean it out. Spring cleaning. Start cleaning your home out so that you start clearing out up here. It's a natural thing. As without, so is within. As above, so is below. Okay? And this is happening on a planetary level right now. Gaia's doing some spring cleaning. Right now, it has not stopped raining here to the point of almost flooding. We are on a good spot, so we don't flood, but there's definitely flash flood warnings going on here. DFW has closed down all bars and restaurants, and gatherings of 50 or more people canceled. It's scary right now, right? Patience. Remember that tensions run high, so now more than ever, it is important to love one another and be kind to one another. Remember not to react. Now it's more important than ever to respond. Okay? I had a situation at the grocery store where a woman straight up elbowed me to get me out of her way. And it was just like, are you kidding me right now? Another woman was blocking one freezer while her sister's on the other side. And I was like, can I get something out of there? And she was like, Got back on her phone. She goes, I just texted my sister a picture of what's in here. I'm waiting for her to get over here. And I was like, are you kidding me? And she looked up at me and just goes, like, do I look like I'm kidding? Is this my kidding face? And I was like, okay, I'll come back. I mean, I get it. People are scared. And we have to remember that not everyone's going to react kindly when they're scared. Most people, when they come from a place of fear, in fact, all negative emotions are rooted in fear. Right? Even hate, all of it. It's all rooted in fear. So let's remember that scared humans are there. Not mean. If they're not mean, people are not trying to be. They don't want to be mean. For the most part, people are scared. Okay? Let's remember to say some extra thanks whenever you're in. Sorry, this is coming in really fast from the guides because obviously, it's been a minute and I've had and so, slow down. Everybody take a deep breath through their belly for me. Let's remember to show some extra kindness and some extra thanks to fast food employees, grocery clerks. Okay, they're dealing with so much intense emotions coming at them right now. I truly am bleeding. My heart bleeds from nurses, please, doctors, all of our hospital staff. There are so many. The new superheroes of the world are your grocery store clerks and your nurses and hospital staff. I mean, we really must show them a little extra kindness. And yes, practice compassion. Absolutely. This is when it's most important. Okay, talk about being tested on a macro level. Okay, it starts with you. It starts with you. So sorry. Can everybody hear me okay? I've got all kinds of, this AC is not turning off. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize the dryer was on at the same time the AC was on, and whoa, whoa. So patience, next card out was self-discipline. I'm going to shuffle them again. Okay. 2 is coming together, right? Be kind to your neighbor. If you have a little extra, check in with your neighbors to see if there's anything they need that you can offer. This is a great time for a barter system. Someone may have a crap ton of toilet paper, no pun intended, and then someone else may have, whatever it is they need. So I made a neighbor the other day because I don't know why, y'all, but about a week before the coronavirus, I went and bought a ridiculous amount of toilet paper and paper towels. I'm talking like it's just me and Jimbo here, so I usually buy as needed. I have so much stocked up, and I didn't know why I was buying it. Now I know, but I wouldn't have gone to buy it anyway, but it does suck running out of it. You know what I mean? But I don't know why everybody's buying up the toilet paper. I can understand like the vitamin C and the NyQuil or whatever it is being out, but that kind of shocked me. So yeah, let's come together. Let's take care of each other. Okay. Let's switch on tribal mode right now. Okay. And it's also going to take some self-discipline because you are going to find your emotions getting worked up. Right now, things are going to be coming to a boiling point. Okay. I expect that probably the last few days, many of you have had things coming up to a boiling point, and it's because Spirit's saying, hey, we need you to deal with these things because stuff's about to switch up. We are really trying to lift the frequency, and it takes things like this to make us do that. Some of the most horrendous things that have happened in this world truly were divinely orchestrated because that was the only way to force us up into compassion, right? You think of World War II. As much loss had to happen there and cruelty, it brought, the countries were very divided at that time. Nobody was helping each other out. Look how long it took America to get in the war. Things like this remind us that we are all one and compassion is important. Unity is so important right now. Loving each other is so important right now, right? That's why I said, okay, so I want to go back a little bit. Sorry, I have somebody here saying, okay, they want me to mention that this is also a time that they're forcing you to take care of some of the stuff I've been telling you to do, right? You're going to be home more, so you have no excuse not to do that spring cleaning, okay? A lot of parties should be canceled. A lot, the stuff that would normally make you keep on going and going and going, whether or not you're off work. A lot of you, I'm so sorry if you're out of work, especially without pay right now. Hopefully there are situations where you can work from home. But this is a time they're saying, so someone didn't remind me, I actually didn't know this. During the bubonic plague, Shakespeare created most of his masterpieces because he was isolated in his house. So now is a time to really do some deep digging. Maybe now is the time to create your masterpiece, right? Maybe now is a time to start learning to paint if you want to. Where's that book inside of you that you've been wanting to get out? Just start it. Just start it. For some of you, this is the time to master meditation. For those of you who have not had an opportunity or felt like you use this. This is what universe spirit wants to see. They want to see us utilize something that is of negative frequency and use it and transmute that energy into something positive. Because what they're trying to do is show you the power that you have over this. The power you have over yourself. Okay? Garner some self-discipline and start writing that book. For some of you, start cleaning that house. Okay? You will not believe the internal transformations you'll go through when you really do act like you're about to put your house on the market, right? Or act like this is the house that you just bought. How would you want it to look? You would want it to be completely clean. You wouldn't want any old cobwebs. You'd want the bed to be moved, the furniture to be moved, get underneath it, right? Act like you just bought this home again. How would you want to move into it? You're going to feel unbelievable when you do this. Okay? For those of you who have been putting it off. Do your 5 minutes a day, I said, right? Hopefully that leads into a little bit more. Physical activity. For those, I'm not surprised at all with these cards are so funny. I love how Spirit just picks the right card. So For those of you who are going to be home a lot more, there is so much external stuff going on right now. I apologize. That was my coffee maker, the dryer, the AC. Okay. Physical activity. Okay, you still have to be getting your exercise. Okay. I've noticed recently a lot of people coming out more towards the evening to do their walking and, you know, get out with the kids and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe pick a time of day. Doesn't mean you have to worry about, you know, the fresh air is actually really important for your immune system. Okay. So keeping things cleared out, open up your doors, get moving, do your yoga, whatever it is, but you got to keep moving. You got to keep your blood moving. That's very important for your immune system. Okay. You don't want your energy or your blood and everything getting stagnant in your body. You want to keep it moving. So if you truly are, you know, living in a major, you know, really condensed inner city, you know, do your exercises inside, but you still need to get fresh air and get out sometimes. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Anything else in this deck? We'll see if it buzzes. Oh, popped. This is a time out. And look at this, 37, that's a 10. And this is closing out a chapter, okay? When we come up out of this, and we will come up out of it stronger. We will come up out of it more tribal, hopefully. People hopefully coming together. Have you ever been in a city which suffered? They're showing me like hurricanes and flooding and earthquakes and fires. Have you ever been in a city that had a major catastrophe? For me, I lived in Houston for a long time, so we had hurricanes all the time. People come together in ways that blow your mind and make you fall in love with humanity again. Okay, these are times that we can truly grow into and blossom into a more beautiful species. So share that. Share that. If you can, share this video. Maybe it'll talk to somebody out there who's scared and acting out of fear, right? Okay. And last card. I knew there would be 5. I felt 5 cards. Look at that. Health. I said on the super full moon in Virgo, Virgo is also about, it's not just about, everybody thinks of worrying or, you know, neat freak. That's what they think. But the minor things that Virgo rules as a horoscope are health and hygiene, even down to microbes. I said that there will probably be a spike in the coronavirus, a spike, not the spike, a spike after the full moon in Virgo, because she's trying to bring something to our attention. Okay. Hygiene, health, very important. Our world is getting bigger and bigger, more and more people. Health and hygiene is important for our existence and our life. Make sure you're putting the right foods into your body. This is a huge part of it as well. How do you feel after you're eating? Okay, air foods are going to make you feel lighter. Salads and vegetables and fruits, right? Those are air foods. Now, sometimes, yeah, it's absolutely fine to have kapha foods. These are terms that are used in Ayurvedic medicine. Okay, one of, I think, the oldest like documented medicine practice in the world. You know, so kapha foods. So you have pitta, kapha, and vita or vita. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I apologize for my pronunciation if it's wrong. But these are air, fire, and kapha is, I don't know how to explain it other than, I guess that would be water heavy. But these are going to be, or earth, would that be earth? Is kapha earth or water? Does anybody know? What does that stand for? I guess earth foods. I don't know. Heavier foods. So these are going to be like creams and, you know, meats and things that are heavier. Okay. And yummy sometimes, right? But at the same time, when you've got you need your air foods for your daytime. You know, don't be eating huge, heavy meals. Don't be eating a lot of processed foods right now, okay? Because your immune system is going to thrive on live cultures and things like that. So if you can, eat your vegetables raw. You know, don't overcook them ingredient-wise. Woo! The channeling's already making me sweat. It's already making me go. I might have to take this off. I'm even more unmatchy, if you can believe it, under here. This is like a navy blue tank top, but I got to do it because I'm sweating. Woo, Lord. I got it. Okay. So that's my pup Mandy, so don't let her freak you out. She's totally, I can't even sit on that. I used to channel sitting up on the couch, and now I'm down to the floor. But that's her chair. It's the only one she fits in. Okay, Spirit. Whoops. Okay, here we go. I do want to, these keep looking at me. So I'm going to pull one of the Witch's Wisdom. See what Spirit's saying on that. Start making sure they're upright. They just channeled in a weird song to me, and y'all know how it is. I never know what they're going to send in. It's funny, me and my mom were actually talking about this movie the other day, so maybe that's why. I don't know all the words to it, but have y'all ever seen Flashdance? Weird. First, when there's nothing but a slow glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind. All alone I have cried silent tears full of pride in a world made of steel, made of stone. Now I hear the music, close my eyes, I am rhythm. Wrap around, take control of my heart. What a feeling. See, is it being's believing or seeing's believing? Believing. I can't have it all. Now I'm dancing for my life. Ah, rebirth. Rebirth. One more, Spirit. Feeling one more out of this. Some of us are afraid of our own dream. In fact, most of us. It's terrifying, isn't it? Because once you go for the dream, if you don't get it, what are you going to dream for? And if you do get it, what are you going to dream for? Dreaming, losing that. You lose it either way. If you get your dream, well, you got to change your dream now. You got to make your dream bigger. Don't be afraid of your dreams, darling. Don't be afraid of falling down. One more, Spirit. Getting buzzed. One more. I'm feeling like there's something in here, but I'm not. Oh. Woo! Okay. Beautiful. Power. The Witch's Hat. I want to read this one. Okay. Manifestation spell. Many of you need to be writing down what you are wanting to manifest. It makes it more powerful. This one says, it's very hard to read, actually. Oh, it's just a spell. Never mind. It says, eye of newt and toe of frog. I was just thinking about a frog's toe, really. I thought like a frog, maybe, but toe. Toe of frog. Foot of bat and tongue of sog. Asser's fork and blind. Okay, you can't even see it all. It's all cut off. I don't think it's actually important. But for many of you, this is manifestation, right? Manifestation. Make sure that not only when you're dreaming, you're journaling, you're writing down your dreams, but also putting yourself into the frequency of that which you want. Okay? Rebirth. This is a time of rebirth. This is a time of rebirth. And power. The Witch's Hat. Where is your power? Where is your power? Okay, Spirit. Let's do some clarifications. Spirit. Can you clarify, Spirit, patience for me? Can you clarify patience for me? Okay, they're saying that these are pretty much clarified. They're saying that I'm not needing to clarify these. They want to pull some other cards. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll figure it out, okay? For the soul tribe, Spirit. For the soul tribe. What do you want to tell the soul tribe right now? This is a time. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to go over everything for this Soul Tribe Spirit. Beautiful. Beautiful. A lot of major arcana cards coming out. I'm going to talk about them. Do not fear. Okay. Ooh, there is a lot of energies in here. It's getting my hands all shakety-poo. Thank you so much for joining. Like and subscribe. It's like tipping. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. I'm also going to clarify these, but let's go ahead and look at this. Okay. So it's going to be a time of going within, you guys, and it's time to finally change this cycle out, okay? You have to let go of some of this control over the wheel. You have to let universe do her thing. There are going to be times down on the wheel, but they are only to bring you back up. They are only to bring you back up. The most intense growth, not only in our personal lives, but in the world around us, happens during the roughest of times, okay? But when you're trying to control the wheel, how's that work out for you, right? It's like, I'm intent that it must be this way. Things are going to go like this. And then when they don't, you don't understand that there's a bigger picture, because one hiccup throws you off your game. You got to start rolling with the punches that universe is sending to you. Okay, because these punches are not meant to take you down. They're meant to make you stronger, right? It's not meant to happen to you, my darlings. It's meant to happen for you. But you have to let go of control for a little while, okay? So that they can pull you back up on this wheel. You will see the growth when you let go of control and you look at it from a third person perspective. So glad you guys aren't here, because I'm not kidding you. When I'm done with these readings, the phone's covered in spit when I get excited, especially. Okay? The Hanged Man, I describe this card every time because it's probably my favorite card in the deck. Okay? The Hanged Man often represents Odin, who hung from a tree for 9 days without food or water. Okay? He did this to gain the knowledge of the gods, the wisdom of the gods. And wouldn't you give so much more? Okay? Sometimes a sacrifice must be made to gain the wisdom you're looking for. Many of you, I'm hearing, are asking questions of God, whether you realize it or not. Why me? How did this happen? God, if we could only, bargaining, all of these questions of God, but are you stopping and are you listening? Praying is talking to God. Meditation is listening to God. Is this conversation happening? Or are you just yapping at God? This is a time to reset and go within, because what they're saying is this wheel is about to turn. This wheel is about to turn. And those of you who could try to control it are not going to get to turn with it. Lift with it. Okay? It's happening on a macro level, forcing up a micro level growth. Okay? And vice versa. The more of us that are rising up, lifting up, we're pulling Gaia with us. Get within the universal energy, okay? Thank you so much, my darlings. Okay. Justice. Balance. What you're putting out there is what you're going to get back. I just saw a boomerang, okay? If you're going out there and acting with panic and fear, you are going to have panic and fear in your life. Okay? What you're putting out there is what is coming right back there. This is universal law. There's nothing that can... Let's turn our panic into prayers. Okay? Let's turn our panic into prayers. This is meant. This is part of the universal raising. Thank you so much, darling. Lice Reardon, thank you so much. I'm so happy that it's resonating for you. I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. You pay my groceries. Oh, and Cheryl Ross, thank you so much for the generous donation, sister, I got yesterday. Thank you so much. You touched my heart. Oh, thank you. Okay, this is Archangel Gabriel coming up and blowing his horn, saying it is time to rise up, people. Judgment Day is here. For those of you Christians out there, right? This is very much, we're beginning the time of revelations. This is the time. This is the coming. The second coming of Christ. Christ is the energy of love. And he's bringing it back into the world. Okay? This is it. This is it. Okay? It's not going to happen in one big bang. It happens like this. This is a new world order. And the new world order is act with love, kindness, chase your dreams, but especially love this person right here. You cannot love others if you don't love yourself. You cannot love others if you don't love yourself. Cheryl, I'm so glad you're here, darling. I love you. Thank you, sister. Okay, for those of you who are letting go of the wheel, and it's funny, I keep putting this card down up right now, because many of you are. In this, if you're attracted to my channel, you're in this soul tribe. If you're resonating with what I'm saying, you're ahead of others. So you are probably not panicking as much as many others might be doing around you right now. Right? Yes, the opposite of love is fear. Okay? And that's beautiful. Be an example. Be an example. Right? You teach by your actions, not by your words. Not that words are not beautiful and moving, and they do teach, but by what you're doing. Okay? Show love to someone today. Right? Show love to someone today. Show love to someone who's in really great fear. And that fear may be coming out as anger, hatred, right? It may be coming out as selfishness, they're scared. They're scared. Let's remember that. Okay? My mom called me, like whenever it got really bad. Mom, I don't know if you're still here, but mom called me at 6 a.m. And I actually was out of town with a friend of mine. So I was at a hotel, and the phone goes off at like 6 a.m. And we had gone out with some friends and had a whole bunch of business. I went to some business meetings with him. I always go with him. We've been friends for a decade. And when he comes into town, we always hang out. Anyway, so I'm out of town with him, and I wake up and the phone's like going off, and I'm like, oh God, it's mom. It's like, she knows I'm in this. So she knows I'm out of town. I'm in this hotel. So it has to be important for her to be calling me that early, right? And I answer the phone, and she's like, Valerie, all of Houston is out of meat. There's no hamburger meat anywhere in Houston. Like, she's freaking out because there's no meat. And my stepdad basically eats like a pound of meat a day. He's intense with his meat. Anyway, she's almost my mom's basically a vegetarian, but she's freaking out. And it's just such a strange thing to wake up to. And I'm like, yeah, you got toilet paper? Then you'll be all right. No meat. Okay. So people are freaking out right now, right? Not that my mom was freaking out. She was just shocked, but let's try to show love to those who are in true fear, especially the ones who are showing the anger and the hatred and the just in general shortness and rudeness. Remember that it takes only a reaction from you of love to flip that energy around. You may change their whole day, and therefore the day of their children and their family and anyone they come into contact with. Kristen, Luna, thank you so much, sister. You guys are so amazing. Oh, thank you. Okay. Next one out. This is interesting. So for those of you who are going to be rising, well, we all are. We're all doing it, especially if you're in the soul tribe. You're going to be getting a lot of downloads, okay? Especially if you're taking action, okay, on your current, on these current negative circumstances, right? If you are showing love where there is fear, you're going to be receiving more downloads. Because you're doing something by transmuting the energy. They're going to be giving you more downloads because they see a teacher in you now. For those of you who are doing your spring cleaning while you're stuck at home, or who are rebonding with your children, because let's face it, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, sometimes you do need to have that rebonding because you're constantly on the go to the point where it's like, I don't want to be around you, So find a way to rebond with your children. Some of you that work too much, okay, and your children are out of school. If you're taking advantage of these opportunities, you're going to see these amazing, thank you so much, darling. You're going to see these amazing downloads coming in. And you just won't believe it. It's really beautiful. The whole world starts shifting for you just when you think it can't get any better. It's gonna, okay? So lots of downloads for you. And also, like I said, now is the time to create your masterpiece. Okay? Start writing that book. You will not believe how it flows. It is meant to right now. The energy is supporting it right now. For those of you that have a book inside of you, it's just going to flow. Okay? So sit down, meditate, and then just start writing. No one's reading it but you. Just start writing. See what comes out. You may write 4 pages and there's just one golden paragraph that you're like, whoa, that's God. That's a download. The things that will come out of you will be unbelievable. The wisdom in them. So I hope that for you. I'm manifesting that for you. Queen of Fire. The Queen of Fire. Look how this queen, I think it's interesting how she's held here. She's usually, so the queen, usually in the traditional tarot, she has a black cat at her feet because she's magical. Okay? She is someone who did not inherit her throne. She earned it. This one has fire. She has power. Okay? She's the only one that sits with their legs apart of the queens in the traditional tarot. I'm not showing you this while I talk because actually these are some of the things not on here, but I want you to know that this is what it stands for to me. She sits with her legs apart because she's proud of her sexuality. Okay, she's proud of her body. She loves herself. Inner love creates inner fire and passion, which explodes out into your world. This queen, though, I do like something that's portrayed here. I love, first of all, we see that she's in meditation after battle. We can tell she's been in battle because she's got a bandage on her head. But she's obviously won. She's not beat up. It looks like she just got done with battle and just earned her throne, and she's having a well-deserved rest. Her throne grows up out of the ground because she is rooted. She sits in meditation in front of Isis, the warrior within. You do have a warrior within. She is creative. You are creative. You are creative. You may not be creative in the way that is traditional. I am not at all. Sorry. Vitamin burps. Y'all know I call them the duty burps. You may not, your creativity is going to come out in your special way. I've always wanted to be creative like my mom. She is so incredibly talented and crafty and imaginative. She can make anything. She does quilting and she does decorating. This whole house was my mom. Okay. And I mean, she did a fantastic job on it because my grandmother had super old stuff and my mom basically decorated this whole place. And she's one of the most talented women I've ever seen. If she wants to create something, she can. And she's also a Leo, right? This card stands for Leo. And on the other hand, am not at all. I mean, I can't even match clothes. I'm wearing a white and green bandana with orange earrings and a navy blue tank top. I know this doesn't match, but it doesn't matter. I have creativity in other ways. I like to write. I love cooking. I create in different kinds of ways, but I'm not creative in a traditional sense. Leo, also awesome. Amy, that's crazy. And you're always like, I don't know, I'm a Virgo, so I'm more analytical, right? I'm a Virgo sun, but I do have a Leo moon. So that comes out though in I love being on camera. I love talking to you guys. That kind of comes out in that creative sense. So last card, balance. Balance, you guys. Beautiful balance. Temperance. I don't know why it's not focusing. Temperance, balance. Look how she has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land. Spirituality. In the very first, not the Rider-Waite, but in the very first tarot deck, the original was pouring wine into water, and it was talking of the transmutation of energy. So that's what this card also stands for, is the transmutation of energy. Transmuting negative into positive. Okay? Letting go of the fear, right? The fear, letting that fear go so that you can let universe flow with you. And isn't that also balance? It's not all God and it's not all you. There is a beautiful symmetry that's trying to happen. All you must do is step into it and let go. Okay? But they need the action from you, right? You have free will. But you've got to start making moves if you want them to start clearing your path. If you want them to give you downloads, you must act on them. A download is not a true download until you've acted on it. They're not going to give you the next download until you've acted on the one you've received. Okay? And yes, sometimes a download can just be a complete perspective change, an understanding of the world, the universe, in a way that you have not seen it before. And normally, it doesn't necessarily change so much as get bigger. And that never ends. As the universe continually expands for eternity, so will you. But you must allow it. If you retain control, you're stopping spirit from moving this wheel for you. You're saying, no, I am in control of the wheel. Well, then spirit can't do anything for you. Okay? You think you're stopping, you're blocking the bad, but you're blocking the good with it. And that bad is something usually that's coming up because you don't know, you can't see it at the time that you're in it. I know it feels icky and gross when you're in it. I know. But how many times have you gotten past something and looked back and said, yeah, I learned a lot from that. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for that awful thing happening in some form. Right? I hope that's making sense. Transmute. This is where we're at right now. Transmute the negative energy into positive. Find the lesson there. There is one. There is one. Michelle, sister, I am so sorry, but I know it's hard, but try your best not to think that way. It only extends it, right? Let's try to have remember this beautiful brain up here. It is beautiful, but it is a computer. It's not who you are. Do not let your anxiety and your fear rule you. Don't let it bring you down and stay in that depressed mode. Sometimes stepping into the vortex, remember what I said about the vortex? It's like the vortex is a tunnel. And at the bottom, when you're stuck at the bottom, and we have all been there, when you're stuck at the bottom, the mass is intense and it's tight and it's hard to take just one tiny step up. But when you do, those rings are so small at the bottom, you start moving up quickly. Spirit wants you to keep going, so they start sending you some blessings to keep you going and move you along and help you out. The more you spiritually grow, the bigger those rings get. The higher up on that tunnel you get, the bigger they get, which means it takes a lot more to knock you down, right? To go down a couple of rungs, it takes a lot to go down a couple of rungs there. But whenever you get up there, the growth is so much bigger. Like you can't even comprehend how much bigger it gets. Yes, I mean, times are hard. I'm not saying you can't be sad when it's time to be sad, but feel it, okay? Then step back and look at it and say, okay, ooh, that did not feel good. Look at it, right? Feel it, heal it, and then you release it like a fart in the wind and say, okay, what's next? Right? $11, that's so cool. The numerology today has been out of control. 11s, I'm seeing a lot of 11s. It's going to get crazy. I'm going to see what else they're wanting to say here. Look how many major arcana cards. I just want to say I didn't pull many, so you can kind of look down here and see. That's all that I pulled when it comes to this, right? We pulled the wheel. We got it this way, but they said talk about it and then put it down this way. Don't put that out in the universe. We are going to be here. We are going to allow spirit. We are going to allow spirit to have control of this wheel. Right? The Hanged Man. Oh, wait. Yeah. No. Wait. The Hanged Man. Justice. 11. So 10, 12, 11. And this card right here, I tell you, it just reminds me of 2020. I know it's a card of 20, right? It's just, I mean, this is what we're going through. It is a huge consciousness shift that's happening. And the way we respond during this time is going to set the stage for the next decades, for the next decades to come. The pages, downloads. Look at them in the clouds. Downloads are coming to you, my friends. The Queen. We didn't even get any minor. I mean, the court cards. We got court cards and major arcana. We got 2 court cards and the rest are major arcana. The Queen of Fire. Taking a well-deserved rest, going within and saying, whoa, we're about to enter a whole new life right now. Where's your power? Where's your witch's hat? And Temperance. Not only the balance that we must all have, but the transmutation of energy. If you've got negative energy in your life, great, use it. Use it and say, this is fine. It's like what I say about those swords in your back, right? Oh, how weird. Look at this. Well, not this, but look at the other side is 10 of Cups, right? Thank you so much. This is transmuting energy right here. He's like, ow. Okay, ow. Then he's like, okay, shoot. How did this happen? It's almost like his spirit looking like, whoa, how'd this happen? But look at the eclipse going on in the background. There's a new world order. Things are changing. Okay? Now, feel it. Ow. Look at it. Heal it. And release it so that you can transmit. The 10s are on the same frequency with a different vibration. You can utilize this to get you here to the 10 of Cups. You can. I promise you. I promise you. Okay. At the bottom of the numerology deck, I just want to say surrender, right? Letting spirit, let God, let go and let God. It's just intense, you guys. King of Air came out a lot as well. Okay, for anybody out there, I don't know who that's speaking to. It just came out a lot, and I don't feel like it's for the tribe. I feel like it's for someone. Okay, it could be me though, because I actually had my cards in my hand, and my AC wasn't working, and sometimes it just needs a good bang. So I opened the door, and I gave it a good bang, and the cards fell out, and the way they landed was so weird because half the deck dropped, and the King of Swords fell right on top, which King of Air. And I was like, dude, are you going to help me with my AC? I think King of Air should be the one to help me. And no kidding, the AC turned on right after that. So yeah, I guess he did help me. Okay, I want to read Witch's Hat Power. And then I'm going to get off because I want to do a few horoscopes. Sorry, I kind of, the personal readings have been very draining on me lately. And I'm trying to figure out a way to protect myself better. Prayers sent my way would help. Prayers of protection. A lot of people have been coming into my dreams as well. And that's not necessarily always a bad thing, but sometimes it can be a bit draining because sleep is whenever I'm supposed to be doing my healing internally and healing some of my psychological wounds. So it's sort of causing some interruption for me. And it's nobody's fault but my own. I'm just send me prayers. I'm doing some research on how to better protect myself. I did go to a woman, but I feel like she kind of ripped me off. So I'm not going to pay a bunch of money to do that again. I'm just going to, if anybody has some better ideas, send me an email or something. I don't check it very often, though, I'll be honest. So let's read the Witch's Hat Power. And then we'll close it out. Witch's Hat. Okay, power. What? It sounded like a word. Weird. Okay, that's been happening a lot too. Like I keep channeling in like languages I don't know. And I think some of them that aren't even like around anymore, like the clicky dude, right? That guy has been around a few times. During my heavy meditations, he'll come in and start clicking. So weird. Okay. Declaring yourself. Hold on. Sorry. You are more powerful than you think. Wow. You are more powerful than you think. Enforce some authority. Someone is trying to influence you. These are all going to be short, like which one applies to you. Walk away from those who do not serve your highest interest. They're in your way. Reclaim your self-power. Investigate your past lives to heal fears of persecution. They have these cute little incantation spells right here. I like to read them. Repeats from the past hold you in fear. They keep you back when you're so near. Your strength reclaimed grows by the hour. Now step back into your self-power. This magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be. There, it is done. Beautiful, my friends, my tribe, my brothers and sisters. I love you all so much. You're my lobster. If you're a Friends fanatic, you'll get that. You guys are my soulmates. You guys are my soulmates. Okay. Let's close it up with a little Nako, which could never, it could not, these words to this song, Nako Medicine for People, the words to this song could not be more important right now. Okay? So sing along if you know it. Thank you, Spirit Guides, so much for being here. Remind us to stay calm and to show love to our fellow human. They say, don't waste your hate. Rather gather and create. Be of service. Be a sensible person. Use your words. No, don't be nervous. You can do this. You've got purpose. Find your medicine and use it. I just want to say, for these Page of Swords that came out, weird that I just picked this deck up to shuffle it and those same cards came out, right? 78 cards in each deck. And 3 cards came out, all of which already came out. Okay? The book she's holding and the Page of Swords, someone's got a book in them out there. And I want you writing it. Okay? Someone's got a book in them. And I'm telling you, if you just start writing, the downloads are going to come in. I got goosebumps. The muses are on your side, but you must make the sacrifice and do it. That's the only sacrifice they're asking from you is your time. And many of you ain't got nothing but time right now. Okay? All right. I love you all, my soul tribe. Remember to use this time to make something good happen, to make something blossom. That's when the downloads start just flowing in. Catch you on the flip side. Like and subscribe. It's like tipping.